Okay, so this is what you should see when you click into Google Classroom for 6 hour, for example. So at the top you have stream, classwork, people, and grades. That's what I see. I'm not sure exactly how you guys see like your initial screen. If you have the availability to click on the one that says classwork, that would be the easiest screen to see things in, and the best organized way of looking at things. At the top, this is stuff that like doesn't fit into like a unit. Like, see how this is a unit, assignments week of March 30th. These things are things that I may throw in here. Like the syllabus has been here a year, and it's just without a category. I asked a question today. I didn't give it a category because that's something that I may delete later, or I don't have a place for it necessarily. So that's the top. So stuff that doesn't have a category goes to the top. And the way that I've been doing assignments is there's this week, and then there is the week of March 23rd, and then the week of March 16th, which is the first week that we did this. I did school-wide check-in 2, which I moved down because I wanted the week's assignments to be together. Underneath that, you have the unit in 1984. This is what I was building before school was, should we say, canceled. What we're doing right now. So this is all just material. Anything that I've given you guys, anything that is like helpful, like for example, the text, here's the full text, here's the full audio, your journal entries, your anticipation guide, like all different kinds of stuff. Your quote project is the only thing that you needed to have done. And this is something actually, since we're focused on this right now, this is an assignment that's going in to the gradebook because this is something that was due before this happened. So if you have not yet done this quote project, that's in the 1984 unit. You want to look for 1984, you want to look for, it's like the first thing or the bottom thing, quote project. Make sure you do that, have that turned in. I also have a unit for like the grammar and stuff where I've been posting answer keys. I'm going to post the answer key to last week's assignment, which was lesson 10 and 11. So I'm going to post that. It's going to be answer key 10 and 11, and I'll post right here. And I'll post it into this section just to keep it organized. And then there's like the past units, which you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. So just ignore that. All right. Each week, starting with March 16th, there is like a weekly overview. So if you click on that and you open that up, that's a document that's going to tell you like what is the week going to look like. And I try as much as I can to build this ahead of time. There's, hiccups here and there, but for the most part, I try to let you know like, okay, starting Monday, like, this is what I would like you to plan out for the week. So I even say each week I'll send an assignment overview like this to stay organized and keep on top of online lessons. That's my goal. So on like Monday, I had an assignment, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it tells you what to do. Now, some of these are things like just like practice. So for example, Tuesday is SAT vocab. Like that's not something you're going to turn in, but that's something you can work on. And then on Friday, we did like the Kahoot thing for it. So that's the overview of like what you can be doing each day, working on each day. And it just gives you an idea of like what to do, what it's going to look like. And then assignments are things that you can actually turn into me, things that you can work on and turn in. So for example, assignment number 1, which was reading questions for chapter 5, I want to say, or I'm sorry, chapter 3. This is stuff that you guys had done. And I just said, hey, we did this, take a picture of it and turn it into me. You don't have to redo it, but just take a picture of it. So we're kind of catching up from when we were actually in class. And then like journal, it says 0 here because I returned this journal because I wanted you guys to keep working on this. So it says 0, but more people did it. And some people are doing it, in a notebook, and that's fine because again, these are assignments. These are things that I want you to be working on. But as of right now, like none of this is graded. This is practice. This is, helping us understand what we're doing or what we're working on. So, there are 4 assignments that you could have literally submitted into Google Classroom one way or the other for this week. Okay. And I kind of, learned a little bit, based on what you guys told me and made adjustments to assignments. So I made them a little bit easier to work on the Google Docs in like week 2, March 23rd. Again, an overview of that week here to tell you what you're to be working on. There are 4 assignments. I tried to do vocab. I tried to do some writing. I tried to do reading questions and reading, and then I tried to do grammar. So I try to, keep up with all of our skills and everything that we're working on. And just a little each day, assignment 2 is a journal entry. That's it for the day. Like, just work on a journal entry, respond to this journal entry. So I'm trying not to overwhelm you guys with too much stuff. And I think that even if you, let's say you haven't done anything, I think you can still catch up, especially with the book stuff, and work on that. So, just do what you can. And then this week I was going to have a 3rd assignment, which was going to be, a journal. And I still might add that. Again, it's something that I would like you guys to work on, but it's not something, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, and I don't want you guys to, feel lost. So as of now, I only have 2 assignments for the week, things that you can actually, you can work on other things, obviously. But there are 2 things you actually post into Google Classroom. Now, on Fridays, I like to do Kahoots. I just think it's fun, good practice, and lots of people have been doing those. I deleted the Kahoot game afterwards because I just don't want to clutter up the space because, it can just get overwhelming with adding to this as we go. I'm really trying to stay organized, everything by week or by unit. And then things like questions, just kind of throw them up at the top. So streaming can be extremely confusing because it's just literally posts as I go. So if you're just looking at streaming, it's going to be more difficult. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure, that you guys have that classwork view where you can go into that versus streaming. Because, streaming is just like, here's an assignment, here's material, here's material. Material is material. Material is just good stuff for you to look at or to help you. Assignments are the things that you can actually turn in and work on. So if you're in this view, my suggestion is to go to the classwork view, because you can see how organized it is. And I can't imagine that Google Classroom wouldn't have something set up on your end like they do on my end, because it's just so much easier when you look at it like this and you're like, oh, week of March 23rd, assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, assignment 4. It's much, much easier. So that's basically everything I think that you would need to know to get through. And again, just do what you can. Moving forward, if we start doing assignments, I may count this stuff as maybe extra credit, or maybe I'll grade 1 or 2 of these assignments. Maybe the journals and stuff like that will be a notebook grade still, as it was intended before. It's, we're still figuring things out. The idea is that I know you guys want grades, and I know grades are important, but I really just want to make sure that you are honing your skills, and practicing and reading and writing and doing things in this time. So that's my main goal. I know that there's other concerns, but again, just do what you can. And I have this question about Zoom. If you guys want to do a Zoom conference, I know some classes are doing this. I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be fun, especially, since we can't do literary circles with 1984. This might be a good idea to do like per class. So if you can answer this, if you need to leave a comment, like if you're like, I could, but I have this and this at these times, so it would have to be at a certain time of day, you can always comment on that. So I would love to hear if you guys want to do some kind of Zoom conference. I've done a couple, so I feel fairly strong about my ability to do that. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions, concerns, just email me. I'll try to respond as soon as I can. So I don't have Google Classroom on my phone. It's just too difficult for me to keep it on my phone, but I do check my email regularly. So yeah, feel free to shoot me an email. Just say what's up, say what's going on. How's life? So again, hope we see each other soon. And I'm going to post this today so you can look at this. Okay. Have a good day, guys.